Welcome to the KIMI KATO show. This is another exciting episode. My favorite show of the week. I look forward to it all week long. We dive deep into the realms of the entertainment culture of Japan on this show. I am your co-host here of the show. My name is Jeremiah, and Kimi Kato, welcome, my friend. Welcome to
Hello.
another one of your
Hi.
shows. It's so nice to be here
It's
with you.
great. It's great to be here. How have you been?
I've been good. It's been a busy week. How about you? Is a more important question. I know you're headed off to South by
Yeah,
Southwest
it's
this
yeah,
week.
it's just
Today,
been
actually.
running around, but yes, I'm heading towards Austin today after this show, literally, and we'll be spending the rest of the week in Austin at the South by Southwest event.
So,
I'm
what does
looking
that
forward.
look like for you, Kimmy? What do you
I
have?
Yeah, so I have a few bands from Japan that I'm working on that will be performing at the event. I think three that I have. Chameleon Lime Whoopie Pie and Croy and Echo. So I'm going to check them out and see the buzz. I also want to check out new bands, check out the town. Um, I'm very excited to see and meet new people from the music industry or non-music industry people. But yeah, I'm really excited to be there.
Is this one of your favorite festivals for music and film and art? The
Definitely one of the iconic ones for sure. Definitely especially for new artists that are up and coming, that
Mhm.
are wanting to break into the music scene. A lot of artists have come out of that, and it's a huge event that's held every year. So yeah, I'm very excited to be there.
It grows. It seems like it grows every single
Every
year. It
year,
just gets
yeah,
bigger and bigger, and it becomes more. You have, if you're in the industry, it's almost like you've got to be there, right? It's a place to be and
yeah,
to network
absolutely.
and mhm.
Yeah, so a lot of the artists from all over the world, not just from the US, but artists from Japan, artists from Asia, artists from Europe also perform at the South by Southwest to actually have an opportunity to get an opportunity to be seen and recognized by people in the music industry and audiences to build a fan base in the US.
From your perspective, when you go see these artists that you're working with, and then you meet and see new artists, what are you looking for when you're there? Are you just feeling the vibe, the crowd, the how they perform? What
Yeah, I usually go to shows to see the performance actually. I think yeah, no, obviously songs, but moreover, I think when artists perform that it's the most genuine way of seeing how great the artist or the potential the artist
right?
could be. And when you see them perform, you see the energy, the passion, and what they've put in to do to and that's the outcome of the show. It's how much you've put in to it to put on an amazing show. So we all see what the artists have sacrificed and put in order to put up an amazing show, and that's what I love seeing. And when I
Mm.
see an artist that perform with so much energy and passion, it really reaches you, even if you don't know the songs. Sometimes it doesn't matter if the show and the performance is so true and genuine and powerful. It does reach people, and
Yeah.
that's the power of music.
And you're a true music fan. You always have been, right? This is
Absolutely.
what you love.
But I also like to walk around and find good cuisine and food.
So I imagine there's not going to be much sleep for you for the next 4 or 5 days.
I'm trying to get some sleep.
Are you like a kid that just your eyes are wide and you're just like, let me go great restaurants, let me go hear great acts and films? And have you ever signed anybody from South by Southwest?
I have not actually. I have not, but I definitely have checked out a few that I always wanted to go after. But most of the artists tends to be signed.
Hmm.
Especially the ones I like. They tend to be okay. They're already signed. So
Well, have a really enjoyable time. And in fact, I know that you're going to go see our co-host, the Arlen Lewis show in our little
yeah,
family, and you're going to go watch her perform out there. She's out
definitely.
there as well
Yep, yep. I'm gonna see Arwen perform at the record store event on Saturday. So
on Saturday. Yeah, that's
yep,
great. I'm a
excited.
little bit jealous. I got to admit it.
Let's go.
I'm gonna jump on your plane. Well, Kimmy, I'm very excited about this show, and this is why I love this show with you because I am like I feel like I'm your I'm sitting next to you, riding shotgun on all things Japan, and you're bringing us each week, the hottest, the most current
I try.
music and
I try.
film and everything about Japan. And so for me, I look forward to this show every week because I get, your perspective and you bring things to me that I'm not really too familiar with, but I'm soaking it up and I love it. And what are we talking about today?
So today, we have a special treat for you manga anime enthusiasts out there. We're shining the spotlight on one of the most influential, beloved creators in the manga anime industry, none other than the legendary Akira Toriyama, a highly acclaimed Japanese manga artist and character designer. Um, Akira Toriyama, have you heard of him, Jeremiah? You've heard of him,
I
maybe.
don't know. Actually, I had not
Okay,
heard
cool.
of him, but when you sent, I was looking at some of the his characters, which you can see behind me.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of my own research, and I realized I was familiar with them, but honestly, I have not seen any anime. So
Cool.
that's why I'm really looking forward to this kind of this little
Very good.
um the show today because I'm going to learn a little bit more and then I'd like to take a list. I want you to give me a list
Hmm.
for beginners
Hmm.
that I can take
So,
and watch.
I grew up watching this when I was a kid. Literally grew up watching Dr. Slump, Arale, um, and Dragon Ball. I had all the comics. Um, so literally, it's in my blood. Anyways, Akira Toriyama is a name that resonates with millions around the globe. From his iconic creations like Dragon Ball to the whimsical world of Dr. Slump, Akira Toriyama's imagination knows no bounds. But who exactly is the man behind his timeless masterpieces? So that's the kind of thing that we want to touch up on today. He was born on April 5th, 1955, in Nagoya, Japan. Toriyama's journey into the world of manga began at a young age. Despite facing initial struggles, his determination and passion for art eventually led him to break into the industry. It wasn't too long before his unique style and captivating storytelling captured the hearts of the readers everywhere.
I was reading up on this on his beginnings and it said that he got enraptured by watching 101 Dalmatians, Walt Disney's movie, and that really
Yeah,
got him into animation.
he was a big fan of Disney, Walt Disney anime,
Yeah.
yeah, cartoon series or anime series. Yeah. Um, so perhaps his most renowned creation, Dragon Ball, um, for the anime manga fans, needs no introduction. It was first published on a very popular weekly manga magazine called Shonen Jump, which I was reading as a kid. In November 1984, it was so popular that this magazine sold over 4 million units per week. Per week.
That's
It was
incredible.
massive.
Wow.
Um, anyways, for those who don't know Dragon Ball, Jeremiah, it's an epic story about the adventure of Goku and his friends as they embark on a quest to collect all seven Dragon Balls, encountering powerful foes and uncovering hidden truth along the way. By collecting all the seven Dragon Balls, you can summon the eternal dragon Shenron and make just one wish come true. Um, so it's if you have you ever seen Monkey Magic? It was a story. It was a
No.
so yeah. It's Monkey Magic is similar. So it's kind of similar, I think, where you have the all these characters like Monkey, the pig, and they all become friends and they
Mm.
travel around the world. Anyways, so
Well,
Monkey Magic was also massive when I was growing up. I think it was aired in internationally as well.
I did a little bit of background too on the topic. You mentioned Shonen Jump, the hero,
Mhm.
and I was thinking, what is the difference between the superhero, like the DC Marvel comics superhero, and a typical American comic hero versus Shonen Jump? So I was interested in finding this out, and tell me if this is true, Kimmy, that the hero of a Japanese manga might be sometimes clumsy but joyful and always characterized by an unstoppable, unmatched determination to achieve objectives, as you just mentioned. And then the typical American comic hero is usually an adult, accomplished. They're cool, extremely powerful. The American comic hero is a kind of a more of a power fantasy. Um, he is what mostly powerless teenagers or preteen wishes that he or she could be. So is that a true statement? The
Yeah,
differences between the two characters.
I guess so. With Japanese manga, it's the stories and characters are so diverse depending on who's creating it. So the story could have a hero that is always in trouble, is has a difficult time, who's even a loser that
Mm-hmm.
could be the main character, but then achieves so much as he goes along. But yeah, or he or she. Yeah, it depends on whether it's a school story based on a student, or it could be a story based on gangsters and
Mm-hmm.
yakuzas. There are fantasy stories to real life city stories. Like there is a long story about um, a Japanese salaryman that went on for ages, or that who was a hero, who started off in a company and becomes the president of the company. But this story goes on for a very, very long time. So yeah, it depends on who's creating it, but the manga series in Japan are very diverse and just it's it's another rabbit hole that you can probably go down, and there's tons of rabbit holes that you go down and you get lost into. So but it is amazing, which is
Why did
why,
it appeal to you as a kid? Was it the
well,
artwork or the
definitely the
storylines?
artwork for Akira Toriyama. With me, the first time I was able to see was when I was like 8 or 9, when Dr. Slump was actually a TV series, and I would watch it after coming back from school. That was on around like 5:30 p.m. I think it was either a weekly, or I can't remember, but it was a daily or weekly. Anyways, um, his art is so cool. It's so detailed, but it's characterized in such a way that it's so cute. And
Mm-hmm.
but the mechanics, when he loves drawing cars, so um, and I love drawing cars, and I used to literally copy his his cars and the drawings that he would draw.
I didn't know this. So you're an artist, Kimmy.
When I was a kid, I used to love drawing cartoons,
Do you still draw?
no, I don't, especially um, Akira Toriyama's artwork.
Did you connect with a character
Um,
as a
I
kid?
I did not actually. I never did kung fu because Dragon Ball was about a kung fu kid. The story actually was before it was called Dragon Ball. It was called Dragon Boy, and it was written because Akira Toriyama loved kung fu. He loved Bruce Lee,
Mm-hmm.
kung fu movies, he used to it was in an interview um I saw on YouTube or something, and he would draw his manga because the Weekly Jump Shonen Jump was a weekly magazine. He was always up against deadlines, and but he would draw his manga while watching Bruce Lee movies and The Way of the Dragon or Enter the Dragon. And he wouldn't actually watch the scenes because he would be drawing, but he would know exactly. He would see it. He's seen it so many times that he would only watch it when, or he would stop drawing only the scenes when he want to see it because he knows all the dialogue that's spoken on the
Interesting.
movie. Um, that's that. Yeah, that's a very interesting thing, and that ended up becoming Dragon Ball. Boy, then Dragon Ball. But that standalone comic book, the Dragon Ball, ended up with 42 series, selling over 260 million books worldwide. But what sets Dragon Ball apart from other series? I think one word, innovation. Akira Toriyama's ability to seamlessly blend action, humor, and heartfelt moments created a formula that resonated with audiences of all age. Whether it's the intense battle or the comedic antics of characters like Kuririn and Master Roshi, known in Japan as Kame-sennin, as well as Muten Roshi, Dragon Ball continues to captivate fans, old and new, to this day.
I was really, I was surprised. Anime films and TV shows make up about 60% of animation based media entertainment in the world. Isn't that incredible?
Incredible.
Well, this is great, Kimmy. I'm learning a little bit about anime and uh, continue, please. I'm sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt you.
yeah, no, no problem, no problem. So there are many other gems in Akira Toriyama's repertoire, and one of them is Dr. Slump, originally published in 1980 and went on until August of 1984, again on the weekly Shonen Jump magazine. But it was also a televised anime series that I watched on television. And it's a delightful comedy that follows the misadventures of a quirky inventor, Senbei Norimaki, and his creation, the lovable android Arale-chan. Dr. Slump showcased Toriyama's versatility as a storyteller, providing that he could excel in any genre he tackled. The funny story is that Akira Toriyama got so tired of Dr. Slump series, but which most kids watched and read when I was, when we were growing up. Everybody, it's a household name. Everybody knows this series, but he got so tired of it that he actually wanted to quit, like entirely quit. But then the publisher told him that they would only allow him to stop the series of Doctor Slump only if he would come up with a new manga series within 3 months. So that was a challenge that he was given.
Nice deadline.
Again, yeah, he was under so much deadline. And 3 months later came Dragon Ball. Interesting. Beyond his creative genius, Akira Toriyama's impact extends far beyond the pages of manga. His character designs, world building techniques, and storytelling methods have influenced countless artists and creators across various mediums. From video games to animation, Akira Toriyama's fingerprints can be found in every corner of pop culture. And of course, no discussion about Akira Toriyama would be complete without mentioning the cultural phenomenon that is Dragon Ball Z. The sequel to the original series took the world by storm, cementing Akira Toriyama's legacy as one of the most iconic figures in the industry. But unfortunately, Akira Toriyama passed away at the beginning of this month due to acute subdural hematoma. He was only 68. So, in the wake of Akira Toriyama's passing, we bid farewell to a visionary storyteller whose imagination knew no bounds. Through his timeless creations like Dragon Ball and Dr. Slump, Akira Toriyama captivated the hearts and minds of millions, leaving indelible mark on the world of manga and beyond. His legacy will continue to inspire generations to come, reminding us that with creativity and passion, anything is possible. So rest in peace, Toriyama Sensei. Your spirit will live on in the hearts of fans forever.
We're talking about Akira Toriyama and anime today on the KIMI KATO show. We're going to take a real quick break and we will be right back with more. Don't go anywhere.